Hi Terry.
How are we doing?
Second day of racing against
Yeah.
other teams. Today even a bit of fleet racing with 4 boats on the water. What's your general feeling on this second day?
Well, we entered at the beginning of 2022, so I feel like we've been racing ever since then. This is just part of the milestone of it. And yeah, I mean, it's good to have the boats out sailing, racing against each other. We've had a couple good days with Luna Rosa, and then we did a couple fleet races today, which were as good as as Ian and the race committee team worked out the kinks and the bugs between the media system and getting some of the autonomous marks in a spot that everything's functional. So I think for American Magic, we got 15 months to get ourselves ready for the Challenger Series and for the America's Cup. So each one of these opportunities you take, and at the same time, the lessons learned are building the foundation for our team.
And so we were sailing today on full one design gear. It seems like that made a difference in the light air in terms of getting on the foils. Would you agree on that, or?
Yeah, I mean, the boats are, for what they are, the boats are reasonably good. I mean, we have electrical issues inside the boat, which are challenging because we're not allowed to actually see into the black box of the electronics of the boat. And so when things don't work or things don't go well, you don't really know why, because we're not allowed to access it. And so that's a bit frustrating. And yet, the boats are one design and everybody has to deal with the same thing, and it's the one design equipment. I think what's great to see is the different styles and the different techniques that all the teams race with, and yet everybody gets a similar performance out of the boat. So there's a lot to learn there. And the goal remains to win the America's Cup in an AC 75 and not an AC 40. And yet it's a great little platform to provide good one design racing.
So in terms of sail, because you're a sail designer too, I think?
No, just a sail designer critic.
Good one. So surely there must be differences on this one design sails and the sails you were able to develop so far.
Yeah, I mean, the one design sails, I think they've worked very hard to streamline the operation and make everything as identical as it possibly can be. It's always amazing when you lay 2 identical triangles down on the floor, how they still come out different. And so I think that's what we're learning. I mean, that's certainly not a criticism. It's just more of a reality of when you take on a project in the manner that has been taken on here, there's always going to be subtle differences. We enjoy sailing the boats in one design configuration, and we enjoy racing the boats in our, when we have our 2-boat in-house racing with our foils and our sails on it. It's the boat does come to life a little bit more.
And in terms of crew communication, surely there must have been some changes these last 2 days because you've been on racing mode.
Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah. Crew communication. Well, I think, like I said, we have 15 months to develop a streamlined communication through incredibly talented sailors that know the right thing to do but have to learn each other. And so, I'm always impressed at the demeanor that the guys have when they're racing the boat. Not so much today, but yesterday when it was windy and we were on the J3s and we're bearing away and the boats are sailing to the high 40s. It's always impressive how flatlined the guys are when they're on the boat. It's really, really good. Today was a much harder day than yesterday, and so it's good to see where we're weak and where we're strong, and that's how we learn.
Thank you so
All right,
much for
thank
your
you.
time.
Have a great weekend.
You too.